back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a swatch and review of two new Zoeva palettes that I've purchased. These are both blush palettes, so I've got these off Beauty Bay about 3 or 4 days ago, so I thought I'd get on camera when I get the chance to showcase what I've purchased. So I'm just going to kind of just get into it. The first palette that I purchased was the Nude Spectrum. I really love this type of boxing. I think it's very nice. There's a lot of texture to the box. However, the only bad thing about this is, if you can see, if I've got something on my fingers, like if I've, you know, swatched in the palette and touched this, you get all the dirt marks, which I absolutely hate. I think it looks disgusting. It just looks a mess. So that's the only negative about the packaging. When you get into this, the actual package of the palette is the same as the box, which I do like, but also, as you can see, I've used this before and it looks filthy now because I've touched it. Annoying. You get into the actual palette, you see 4 pans. So these are 4 different types of shades. For me, personally, I don't feel that these are colours I would use for blusher. They're more bronzer tones, so for me it'd be more of a bronzer than a blusher. So the palette kind of confused me when I received it in the post, because I thought they were a lot more pinky, less cool bronzy tones, which in my head that's just kind of how I see it, but there we go. But there are 4 different shades. They don't have names, they have numbers, so I can tell you what the numbers are. So this one right here is ND0110, and this is quite a cool powder. It feels really smooth and quite silky to the touch, but I don't know what it would be like when you apply, because I haven't actually used this one. I have found with this one, which is the one I have used, it is powdery and there is quite a lot of excess, which is quite unfortunate, but I think sometimes with powder blushes you will get excess, so that's okay. And then this one is ND020, and the same, it's quite light, but it is more bronzy as well. And then you've got ND030, and this is a really nice bronzer. For me, it's not a blush, it's quite shimmery, it's really nice on, and I really do like that shade. And then you've got ND040, and this is more of a cool bronzy blush. I do think this is more of a bronzer than a blusher. I just don't think this is a blusher palette for me. It's more of a bronzer palette, but there we go. So there is that one. I do like this palette overall. I think it's really nice. There's a lot of shades in there I probably wouldn't use as a blusher because they are too light for my skin, so I would use them as a transition shade when I do eyeshadow makeup. So that's what I would do. So there is that one. This cost me £15 off Beauty Bay. So there is that. The next palette I purchased was Rose Golden, which looks like this, a long palette. And the box is obviously the same as the packaging. And this also opens out like a little book, like so. And again, I don't feel like these are blushes. We've got Heavy Crown, Glowing Still, and Palace Store. Now, as you can see, those shades are not quite pinky. They're more cool bronze tones as well. This one is not a blusher. This is a highlighter. And I don't know anybody that would use that as a blusher, to be quite honest, but there we go. Heavy Crown is quite dense, it's quite dark, and I don't think I would use that as a blusher. I just think it's too dark. It wouldn't rosy my cheeks, which is what I like in a blusher. Highlighter is really very good. It's really shimmery. It looks extremely shiny on. And I think it will be very easy to blend, which is what you want in a highlighter, because you don't want it to look like highlighter, blusher. It just looks disgusting. And then you've got Palace Store. It is very similar to the bronzer shade that I love in the Nude Spectrum palette, but this one is more pinky, more rose rather than bronze. And this is extremely beautiful. It's also got a nice shimmer, so I don't know whether with that blush I would ever use a highlighter. It already has that shimmer highlighter within it, so I don't think it's actually necessary to use a highlighter with such a shimmery blusher. So that is everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.